Hello everyone and welcome to Millions by Jupiter. My name is Deepansha, Dinghra, and today we learn about the reason every few years thousands of people suddenly lose a lot of money. Stock market crashes. ये इन्फॉर्मेशन समझना अभी जरूरी है क्योंकि कोविड-19 के फैलने की वजह से पूरे वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी पे असर पड़ेगा. So let's start with what is a stock market? A stock market is where investors buy and sell stocks and shares. A stock is a collection of all the shares of a company and share is the proportion of ownership in a company. Stocks are the total shares of ownership in a listed company. If you buy a share of a company, you are part of the company's ownership. Matlab, if you buy 10 shares and the company has a total of 100 shares, you own 10% of the company. So buying a share is becoming part of the ownership family. It's like hum saath saath hai, but with less commitment. Because you can also sell the stocks. Let's start with where all of this began. इंडिया में ट्रेडिंग 18th सेंचुरी से चालू है. सबसे पहले ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के कॉर्पोरेट शेयर्स ट्रेड होते थे 1830s में इन मुंबई. In 1850s, 22 brokers started trading under a banyan tree near the town hall. This tree is still there and the place is called Honeyman's Circle. The venue of trading kept changing. Finally, around 1874, it settled at Dalal Street. Then in 1875, the Bombay Stock Exchange was formally formed, slowly followed by the Ahmedabad, Calcutta and Madras stock exchanges. Up until 1992, the BSE was the most dominant stock exchange. फिर एक स्कैम हो गया and suddenly there was a need for a more technology focused stock exchange and the National Stock Exchange was formed. The BSE and the NSE are the two largest stock exchanges in India. There are 21 other regional stock exchanges as well. Today there are over 5,000 companies listed in the Bombay Stock Exchange. The BSE launched Sensex in 1986. Sensex is an index of the top 30 companies and it is a benchmark of market performance. Market में क्या चल रहा है जानने के लिए देखो कि मार्केट के बड़े लोग की हालत क्या है. सिंपल. नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज के मार्केट परफॉर्मेंस बेंचमार्क का नाम है निफ्टी 50 क्योंकि उसमें टॉप 50 कंपनीज का परफॉर्मेंस मेजर होता है. गेट इट? 50 कंपनीज, निफ्टी 50. व्हाट अ ग्रेट नेम. मार्केट फ्लक्चुएट हो रहा है, मार्केट टूट रही है, ऐसा चिल्लाने वाले लोग अपनी एनालिसिस सेंसेक्स और निफ्टी 50 को देख के ही करते हैं. यूजुअली मार्केट क्रैश हो रहा है वाला इंफॉर्मेशन कम्स इन ओनली टू टोन्स, चिल्ला के या रोते रोते, क्योंकि पैसे आंसुओं की तरह बह जाते हैं. The first recorded market crash in India happened in 1863. Yes, Bombay Stock Exchange formally form होने से पहले हमने एक बार मार्केट क्रैश कर भी दिया था. This was India's first economic bubble burst. This bubble was based on cotton. During the Civil War in America, the demand for cotton in India grew. People were literally removing cotton from their beds and selling it. Cotton को white gold कहा जा रहा था. वो भी क्या दिन थे. फिर क्या? Civil War खत्म, demand खत्म, bubble burst and ASU came first. Shares for the Black Bay reclamation fell from 50,000 rupees to 2,000. That is 96%. In recent memory, there have been two big bubble bursts. The dot-com bubble and the 2008 subprime mortgage crisis. The dot-com bubble happened in 2002. Now the dot-com bubble didn't really affect India. It was a bubble burst in the US where the stock market fell almost by 76%. Cisco, Intel जैसी कंपनीज के स्टॉक्स भी 80% गिर गए थे. लेकिन हम थोड़ी पीछे हटने वाले थे. So we did our own scam involving Ketan Parekh and the K10 stocks. Ketan Parekh borrowed money from the banks and pumped money into 10 stocks known as the K10 stocks. Because these companies were tech companies and globally tech companies were all growing. No one suspected anything wrong. फिर एक दिन सबको पता चल गया कि स्कैम हो रहा है and the market crashed. The Sensex fell by 40%. अब ये क्रैश सिर्फ ये K10 स्टॉक्स की वजह से हुआ है या इसमें डॉट-कॉम बबल का भी इफेक्ट था? कैन बी डिबेटेड. अब बात करते हैं अबाउट द बिग वन, द 2008 क्रैश. ये क्रैश इतना मजेदार है कि इस पे बिग बजट हॉलीवुड मूवीज बन चुकी हैं, लाइक द बिग शॉट एंड मार्जिन कॉल. 2002 के भयानक अंत के बाद बैंकों ने ऐलान किया, ले लो पैसे, लौटाना जब मन करे, मजे करो, और नलायकों को भी दे दिए ढेर सारे पैसे जिससे उन्होंने खरीदे घर. पैसे कभी वापस नहीं आए. लोग घर खरीदते गए, उनकी वैल्यू बढ़ती गई और अंकल लोग बोलने लगे, रियल एस्टेट में इन्वेस्ट करो, उसकी वैल्यू कभी नहीं गिरती. Then the market crashed like anything. Banks seized the houses, but the houses were no longer valued at the price they were originally sold for. The banks lost a lot of money. The people who invested in these debts lost money and people got fired left, right and center. फिर वापस अंकल लोगों ने कहा, रियल एस्टेट market ups and downs are not actually that random. But because the world is a beautiful place, you will only know why the market has crashed after it has crashed. Let me explain market booms and busts using surge pricing. Say it's raining and 10 people are looking for a taxi. But there are only 2 taxis in that area. So everyone calls the taxi guy and says, I'll pay 50 rupees extra, come pick me up. Slowly, everyone starts calling and the taxi fare goes from 100 rupees to 1000 rupees. Now everyone is waiting but the taxi doesn't arrive. Soon the rain stops and suddenly none of the 10 passengers want the taxi anymore. Now that same 1000 rupees taxi is not even worth 10 rupees. So the last person who called and agreed for 1000 rupees just lost all his money. The only difference is at least taxi तुम्हें जहाँ जाना था वहाँ लेके जाएगी. स्टॉक्स में तो बस कागज देखते रह जाओगे. बेसिकली एक एसेट की वैल्यू मार्केट के परसेप्शन में बढ़ जाती है. सब लोगों को लगता है कि यही रास्ता है फटाफट पैसे कमाने का, और जिन लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता वो भी पैसा इन्वेस्ट करने लगते हैं. It's like that game, passing the parcel. When the music stops, whosoever is holding the stocks loses the money. Stocks के बारे में ये विशेष सूचनाएं याद रखें. Markets can remain irrational for a long time. A boom can last years and so can a slow market. Media में experts बहुत ज्ञान देने आएंगे कि this was the reason for the crash or this is why that happened. लेकिन ज्ञान फैलाना उनका काम है. A lot of times no one is sure why the market crashed. जब बबल बढ़ रहा होता है तो it's hard to recognize. सब खत्म होने के बाद ही पता लगता है. सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है फोमो. जब बाहर लोग बूम में पैसा कमा रहे होते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कि हम पीछे छूट रहे हैं. Remember, it's passing the parcel. When the bubble bursts, if you are holding the stocks, you will lose it all. But as they say, time heals all wounds. Market के fall में invest करना is a good idea and keep investing little by little. Over the long term, things will fall into place. For example, if you had invested your money before 2008, when the boom was at its peak, then even after 3 years, you would not make any profit. But if you did a systematic monthly investment between 2007 and 2010, you would not have been affected by the crash and actually made a healthy profit. If you invest in stocks and mutual funds, then these sort of things will come and go. So it's best to work with a goal in mind. If you have a long-term plan like a 10 to 15-year retirement plan, then a year here and there will not affect the overall picture. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Thanks for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Please comment below with what you want us to talk about in our next video. Until then, goodbye.